Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, we are doing what you need to know right now, but my cat loves walking on my table, and I'm just trying to find my lashes because I don't have them on. And once I lose them, I never find them again. Oh, look. It's on my water cup. Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, I'm feeling under the weather, but I'm honestly tired of, I'm bored of, resting. So, here we are. Aquarius. Aquarius, what you need to know right now. Okay. Alright, Aquarius, what you need to know right now. I have more light than usual, but I feel it's needed. Thriving. Thriving. You guys got thriving. And you got going forward. And then you got embracing. Okay, Aquarius, right now I feel like you guys are embracing. And if this isn't happening right now, remember, tarot is predictive. If something's not happening for you right now, it's because tarot is meant to give you a heads up, especially if something's gonna happen. You have time to, let's say, regulate your emotions. Let's say you're gonna have car problems. You're being told on time beforehand so that you can possibly have backup, right? That kind of thing. So if it's not happening right now, which most of the time it's not, if it is for you, great. It depends also where you have Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius Sun, this might not be happening right now. If you have Aquarius rising, this could be happening later, maybe a month or two. But if you have Aquarius Sun, this could be happening within a couple weeks, that kind of thing, right? Aquarius Moon, that just depends on your moon is emotions, remember? So if we're talking about stuff that's going to make you feel a certain way, then that could be kind of a mixture between, days and weeks. So just so you're aware, tarot is predictive, right? So I feel like right now you guys are going to be embraced. I'm seeing a lot of, what are those called? The light, the bugs that have the light as their butt. I've actually never seen one in a real person, which I would love to, because I heard they're going extinct or something, or they're I don't know. The ones from Princess and the Frog. I can't remember the name. But I'm getting that as orbs. I don't think you can see that, but they look like orbs. So I feel like you're being embraced by your family, by your ancestors, by your guides. Yeah, I just got a huge cold chill running through my body. You guys are going to be embraced, and basically almost I heard a thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you is what I just keep hearing. Oh, and I got a little emotional. And seeing my throat chakra is trying to close up. Ooh, oh my. You guys are having a lot of physical things going on. And then it's almost like you're seeing the sunrise. That first sunrise after that storm, after that war. It feels like you're seeing that sunrise and you're feeling the sun on your face. And I just see tears running down your face. Almost like a thank you. Like a thank you. Not just you to them, but them to you, saying thank you. You guys are about to be in a thriving space, in a space of moving forward. I just keep getting cold chills. And I'm sick, but I hadn't gotten cold chills yet, because I hadn't gotten a fever or anything. It's more like throat, nasal kind of thing, body ache. But I didn't have a fever, and I usually only get that when I only get cold chills when I get a fever. But I've gotten them 3 times already with you guys. You guys are moving forward, and I think you guys are moving forward on the right path. I feel like you guys have been persevering through just the darkest of darks, right? It feels like, but I feel like you guys have been true to yourselves. You guys have not abandoned yourself in this lifetime. You guys have stayed when everyone else said to move, when everyone else said to go. You knew where you were meant to be. You knew where you were supposed to be, and you stayed, even through the fear, even through not knowing what was going to happen. Even through the times where you just wanted to give up on everything and then just go to bed and not wake up. You said, fuck, you had your moment and you said, fuck this. Let's get up. We're not doing this. Right? And that is bringing you into a place of thriving. And there's so much pink here in this card with the giraffe. I feel like you're going to be seeing above all the bullshit. You're going to see why everything was the way it had to be. But not only that, even if you're a male, you're going to be in a softer pink era, right? They say when you start to wear more pink, for a man, it could be salmon, you know, or wear pink. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit if you're a man, right? But you're going to be in your feminine energy, and feminine is healing energy. Feminine is, sorry guys, I need to check this, but I'll keep going. I'm waiting for my ex-husband. It's important, but you guys are in your soft era, right? When you're in your masculine energy, that's doing, that's working, that's hustling, right? When you're in your feminine era, that's healing. That's softness. That's, you know, being friends to being a soft friend to your people. Even as a father, when you're with a child and you're being soft to them and you're explaining to them, you know, why the goldfish passed away, that's a feminine energy. And I feel like you guys are going to be in your feminine energy. There's three people, there's three giraffes here. There's it looks like the head of the household. I'm not going to say masculine, just head of the household. And then there's the one that's farther back. And then there's a little one in the back. So I don't know if there's a total of like 3 people in your family, or, you know, a mother, father, and 1 child, or, you know, there's just 3 of you, right? A family is the main person and their family and their pets, right? A family is not a mother and a father and kids. That's bullshit. A family is your best friend that comes over and takes care of you better than any family member. That's my family, right? Family is who is family. It's not about blood. Blood in this lifetimes and in others that I've seen have done worse damage than friends, right? Yeah, with the 7 of Wands in reverse. You felt like you were unlucky. You felt like you didn't have the strength, or you didn't feel brave enough to push through what you had to do. You felt like you needed to drop everything and just go and do something else. You felt like almost giving up. You felt like nothing was happening, so you needed to do something else because it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't moving, and you were starting to get scared. You wavered. Of course, everybody's gonna waver. It's scary. It's scary when you're, let's say, you don't have money and nothing's coming in and nothing's changing. It's scary when, let's say, for example, you're really good at hustling and being able to get the things you need, even if your check is low, or even if you've got everything else, you always had enough, but for some reason there was an absolute halt. There was a stop. Nothing was coming and nothing was growing, but you knew you needed to be where you needed to be. But there were moments where you were just like, I think I have to give up. Like, I have other people to protect. I have things I have to do. I have people, mouths to feed. If only those mouths were cats, right? Or dogs. The fear was kicking in. I don't feel though at any moment you gave up, and if you did, it was like for hours, and then you're like, all right, we're done crying, bitch. Get up. We're done being scared. Get up. We can't do this anymore. We've learned, and we've learned this time we're not giving up on ourselves like everybody else has, and like I have in past lives, right? And when I mean I mean you. The Ten of Cups. Oh my God. Oh, I just got the chills again. The Ten of Cups. It's coming in. It's coming in. And like I said, Ten of Cups can mean happy family. But for me, happy family is happy family. Whatever you make of a family. If it's 2 women, 2 men, if it's, and your dog, if it's, husband and wife with 12 kids, if it's a single mom with 2 kids and 12 cats, right? That is your family. And that's going to be a happy family. Things are going to be so different and so amazing. And it is because you are finally embracing and coming for yourself. You are being there for yourself. And I feel like this was a lifetime's. Oh my God, I'm cold again. I'm becoming freezing. And that's when I know that I'm directly channeling. You have abandoned yourself in so many other lifetimes. Stayed because you were afraid that you weren't going to be able to make it. Stayed because in relationships and family because you didn't know how it was going to go, and it was different times and you were oppressed, whatever timeline this is, whatever life this was. And so you abandoned yourself, and others abandoned you time and time and time again. And this life you said, no, I won't fucking do it. I'm not going to abandon myself this time. I feel like a lot of the signs are going through the same thing, the similar messages, but also similar having a break. Yeah, look, the 7 of Swords. You just kept getting kept getting shitted on. And shitted on and shitted on and shitted on and oppressed. And even if you were not, let's say, so for example, I'm Hispanic, I'm Mexican and Salvadorian, but my parents oppressed the shit out of me. We won't go into the darker stuff, but we'll just touch upon, like my dad always said, you belong in the kitchen. You're not good enough to do anything else. I wasn't a bad kid. I was actually a pretty good kid. I didn't step out of line, but I was very much a BUSED, because even just speaking, I was to be seen. I was dressed up as a doll, but I was not allowed to have an opinion. I was told to dance and show off my skills, but I wasn't allowed to have an opinion, to be myself. I wasn't my own person. I was an extension of my mother and father. And but my light in itself, my power, my gifts, all of that, and I was very psychic since I was a young girl. I just didn't know what that was. I didn't know. I was very intuitive, and it's because you have to learn how to do that to make sure you're safe, right? But anytime I tried to express myself, express my feelings, it was, it took years and years and years of volatile relationships, and me being told that I'm too much, me being told that I'm too loud and my ideas are too, when I wasn't, my ideas are not, they are valid. But I'm getting those kinds of situations when you're born in into certain cultures. Things have changed now, obviously. Thank God we have a woman president. I mean, like, look at where we live, where people think that we shouldn't have a woman president. And we're not making this political, right? But one of the most chauvinist countries in the world has a woman president, and she is making change, right? It shows that people can change. But yeah, no, it took me years to be able to, so that's what I mean, like oppressed in a way where you weren't allowed to be who you were. You had to be, or let's give an example, people that pretend to be straight because, let's say, they're religious or their politics in their family don't allow that. I don't give a fuck about your politics or your fucking religion. This is how I feel, and that's that. Whether, as long as you're not hurting somebody else, that is almost like my frame of thought. As long as you're not hurting yourself and hurting other people, you do what makes you happy and what makes you feel like it's you, right? And when I mean like hurting other people, I don't mean like, oh, your idealisms is offending me. Fuck you. Okay? I don't care if it offends you. I mean like what you're doing is physically or emotionally harming somebody, like a narcissist or something. Right? With the Page of Wands, yeah, you're starting to venture out. You're blossoming. You're opening up like a flower. And these are red flowers. They're fiery. You're starting to allow your passion for what you like. And you're not giving a fuck who likes what you say or what you think. You don't care anymore. You don't care anymore. It's giving. I was seeing this TikTok. And there was this Hispanic kid. His father is... I think his father's Mexican, but he's legal here. He has papers. But he throws down on his dad, and he was like, "Here we are today, giving my father the news that because the shutdown, he's not gonna receive his benefits and blah blah blah." Like he's like taking a shit on his dad because his dad is a MAGA or whatever. Again, we're not here to say yay or nay to that. I'm just giving you examples, right, of people that don't give a fuck what their parents think. They're gonna, like, he's literally fucking burning him because he's going through a situation where he's gonna be suffering because of a decision that he made, right? And instead of saying, no, I have to do this because my parents believe in that, no, he's seriously burning him. He's burning him. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm making fun of you for the decision you made. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Don't start that shit here. I promise you, it's not the place. I'm just giving examples of situations that I've seen, or women that are, again, they're supposed to be at home. They're supposed to be this. No. I think people misconstrue feminism as in, oh, what we want as feminism is to be able to make the choices to do whatever the fuck we want. That is what feminism is. It's not believe what we say or do what we say or we're better than you. It's because I saw somebody post something about, oh, feminism, the man has a right to go out and the woman should stay at home with the... No, why? Why? What if I don't want to stay at home? What if I don't even want to have kids? I have kids, by the way. But it's an example, right? Feminism is giving women the right to choose to do whatever the fuck they want and not be told they have to be in the kitchen or lay down and have 12 fucking babies. And that's all they're good for. When we know damn well that women were literally goddesses and then they turned the story, they changed it, in certain books to make it seem like women were not what they were, and then they oppressed, and they oppressed, and they oppressed, and they oppressed, right? But all of that is changing. And again, I'm not talking about just people, just not women, right? I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about anywhere where there's oppression. Anywhere. Religious people, white people that feel like they have to be in a certain religion because their family. I've even known people that had military background, but they don't want to go to the military, but they feel like they have to because they're being pressured by their family. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, specific. With the Three of Pentacles, mastering this, you are becoming your own you are mastering this energy. And nobody can tell you shit anymore. You are mastering this energy. You are mastering yourself. Nobody can tell you who you are or who you're not. And nobody's ever going to oppress you again. Not your voice, not your anything, not your ideas, nothing. No man, no woman, no nobody. You're going to speak your fucking mind and you're going to do it loudly and proudly, no matter what genre you're from. This is not about politics. This is not about anything. It's about being able to express yourself and be who you truly are without all those false idealisms or false programmings. You have to be this because you were this. You have to be that because you were that, right? It's everywhere. It's everywhere. What is it, Jewish women or Indian women that are like not allowed to marry outside their race? They're allowed to, but they're not like allowed to, right? And then they're like, screw this, I'm gonna go marry whoever the hell I want. That is mastering your sovereignty. That is mastering your sovereignty. And it is being mastered beautifully. Look at this. Look at this. This is giving air, earth, and fire. Air, earth, and fire. You're mastering all the elements here. And once you've mastered all the elements here, you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. With the Three of Wands, having patience, because this is coming in. This is coming in. You're going to say what you want to say. You're going to do what you want to do. And you don't give a fuck who comes at you. Let's go a little bit deeper. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. And this is going to give you the sovereignty and emotion, financial sovereignty. And once you have financial sovereignty, you can move mountains. You can move mountains. You have opportunities open up to you because you're expressing yourself in the right way. You're spreading a word that needs to be spread without false programming. With the Knight of Coins, yeah, it's an opportunities that are going to be coming in. I'm seeing a baby carriage. It's something that's going to start off small, but it's going to like snowball into something big. With the Six of Coins, equal give and take, and then you have true love here in reverse. And then at the bottom you have the Ten of Cups. You're no longer doing anything or anyone that doesn't bring you full enjoyment, respect, and I just saw 2222. Respect brings you the fucking meat. Doesn't bring what's needed for you to be able to flower. You're not being smothered. You're not accepting any bullshit anymore. You're not accepting half-sided shit. You're not accepting immaturity. You're not accepting any of that crap anymore. And this is bringing you the Ten of Cups. And I call this my endgame card. Happy life, happy bank, happy everything. With Judgment. Judgment. This is you're calling judgment on anything and everyone that you've already dealt with and that you're going to deal in the past. You're calling judgment. And I heard there was a judgment in the courts of the heavens. All right, Aquarius. Let me get you guys a postcard from Spirit. This is absolutely beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly. When you don't take the risk and go for it, today be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember how much work you're willing to put in. We will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. Just do it. So yeah, they're saying right now, like everything that you do is going to be matched. Everything you do. It's like your 401k at this point, right? Or your TSP. It's starting to move. The wheel is starting to turn, and they're saying, look, focus, put your head down, do it. Right now is the time. It's the energy is aimed for you to have success. And it feels like, you know, yeah, you did stuff, you're moving, you were doing stuff and it wasn't working. Now is a time that it's going to take off for you. And I just saw 444 again. Not again, but I just saw 444. Okay, Aquarius, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.